Hey guys, so today I'm doing my pretty well requested Epiduo story, skin story, my reaction to Epiduo, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be including what are good products to use and a good skin routine for when you're using Epiduo, and just tips and tricks on how to really make it work for you. This is what Epiduo is. It is a prescription skin topical treatment for acne. It's mainly benzoyl peroxide, 2.5%, and it's pretty high strength, and you can only get this from a doctor. You can't just buy it from a store. So I started it in about October of last year, so 2015, and it takes a while to work. So the first stage of Epiduo is kind of like purging your skin, and your skin probably, I'm speaking from my perspective, so maybe it could be different for you, but the first thing that's probably going to happen is that your skin is going to be really dry, and it peels. It's so dry that you can't wear makeup. You have a layer of just dry skin on your face. It's almost like alligator skin. It's just constantly peeling and dry, and you're going to be breaking out a little bit more. It's called the purging phase, and it's just getting all the stuff that's underneath your skin, all that acne, out. So that's the first stage, and I read that lasts maybe 6 to 9 weeks. Or was it 3 to 6? I don't know. It lasted a really, really, really long time for me. So from October to about January, my skin was purging and really getting all of that stuff out. So after January, my skin started to really, really, really clear up. So every day my skin would just get better. I'd wake up with less breakouts, less under the skin bumps and texture. My face would be less red. Every single day would just get better and better and better. It's not an overnight thing. It does take time. So I would suggest taking some progress pictures and things like that. I'm going to have some pictures on the screen of what my skin looked like during it. But definitely while you're using Epiduo and while it is working and purging and everything, your skin is very, very red, especially the acne. My face, when I break out, I get acne, but the Epiduo made it so red and so more apparent, honestly. It took a lot more to cover it up. It was very, very red. But after about, I would say February, my skin got so good. Seriously, my skin was the best it had ever looked. It was perfectly smooth. The pores were an issue. There was no acne, no texture, nothing. It was amazing. So I used one Epiduo bottle. I used one pump every night around my face, and it lasted me from October to July. So after July, after I ran out of it, I wasn't breaking out anymore. So I was I'm just not going to buy another one. I was whatever, my skin's good now. So in the summer, my skin tends to be a little bit better because I'm in the sun more, the salt water from the ocean and things it just kept my skin a lot clearer. So I started to notice in September when I was about to go back to school, my skin was breaking out again. And instead of letting it get horrible like I did last year, I waited till my skin was awful, nothing was helping. I was let me just refill my Epiduo prescription, and that's what I did, and that's the one I have now. I got this in September, and I still have it, and it's March. So it lasts a seriously long time, and I just put it on every night on a spot, or if I don't have any acne, I'll put it in the spots where I know I break out a lot, which is my chin and along my hairline from all my hair products. So that's what I've been doing, and as you can see, my skin is really clear right now. I have makeup on, so I'm going to have an image of my face without makeup. I really, 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 really love Epiduo. That's pretty much my story, but I will say that so in December 2014, it was just a regular old night. I washed my face, and usually what I do is I moisturize and then put on the Epiduo because it kind of creates a barrier so it doesn't burn and it doesn't hurt as much, because honestly it can hurt a lot if your skin is really dry. So it's oh, screw it, let me just put the Epiduo on first. So I put it on, and my face instantly was burning. It felt like I had acid on my face. I was oh fuck, I need to get this off ASAP. So I took it off, and I was okay, let me just put my moisturizer on. So I went to put my moisturizer on, and that burned. So I washed that off. So I was okay. So I put coconut oil on, and I was because it was the only thing that wasn't burning. I went to sleep. I woke up. I'm going to have some pictures. My face was so swollen. My mom was we need to get you to the dermatologist or the doctor. Your face, you're having an allergic reaction. And I was no, I'm not. I'm not having an allergic reaction. It was just kind of a reaction to the Epiduo because my face was so dry and painful. So that day, the next few days, I just didn't wear any makeup, and it went away like the next day, the swelling and everything. But I will say that it's pretty important that you wash your face, moisturize, let that sink in, and then do the Epiduo, because it gives a little bit of a barrier and like a waiting time so your face isn't like burnt. So as for like a skincare routine while you're on Epiduo, I would say this is what I did, and it really worked for me. So I don't know, if your doctor tells you something different, then go for it. But this is what I did. I would use a face wash every night that had no acne treatment in it. When you're using Epiduo, you should not be using any other acne treatments, no other spot treatments, and no cleansers that have like benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid in it. So avoid that. So what I used was Cetaphil, which is like the most gentle cleanser, and I would wash my face with just my fingers to get off my makeup. I don't use makeup wipes. I find they really burn and irritate your skin, and the last thing you want when you're on Epiduo is to be using something that's going to break you out, because then you're kind of like defeating the whole purpose. So I don't use makeup wipes. You can use coconut oil, but that does break some people out, so just test it out. So I'd wash my face with it once to get all the makeup off, and Cetaphil does a really great job at getting makeup off. And then I would use my Sonic Derm face brush with the gentle head, it's a Clarisonic, basically just like a knockoff Clarisonic. And I would use the gentle head and just every night just gently exfoliate and get off the dead skin. I would use it like every other night. But on Epiduo, your face isn't like everyone else's face. You have like a layer of dead skin every single day. So you got to get that off. So that's what I do. I would moisturize with Cetaphil, again, a really, really gentle moisturizer. You can use something more heavy because Cetaphil isn't that heavy, so what I would do was use the Pond's night cream, and I would use it like in really dry places, which for me was on my cheeks and like my forehead. I mean, the whole face was dry, but I would like just try to concentrate it in one area. And then I use my eye cream. I use eye cream because I found that even though I obviously would not put Epiduo anywhere near my eyes, it still got really dry and flaky. So I used my eye cream, which is the Mario Badescu Glycolic Eye Cream. I have it right here, so I'll show you. I get mine at Ulta. You can get it at Nordstrom too. It's $20, and it lasts seriously for so friggin' long. It's a really just nice, thick eye cream. You can't even see it, but it's just a really nice moisturizing eye cream. So I put my moisturizer and then the eye cream, and last the Epiduo. Make sure for your skincare, Epiduo is the last thing you do because it's going to have some residue on your hands. So if you touch your eyes after that, your eyes are going to burn like hell. So don't touch your eyes after that. So that was my skincare routine for night, and in the morning what I do is take a towel, like a hand towel or a face towel, just any towel, and wet it with some really warm water and just gently go over my face, because I found in the morning I would have a lot more dry skin because the Epiduo was working overnight. So I would just gently go around my face, and I don't use a lot of pressure. I don't tug at my skin, but just enough to get off that dry skin and the Epiduo. I don't like to use another cleanser in the morning. I just find it's too much product for my face. Then I moisturize with Cetaphil again. I don't switch it up night and day. I just keep it simple. I don't have the patience or the money to go out and buy a million different moisturizers. So that's what I would do. As for makeup, I find if you do wear makeup, it's definitely best to reduce it, not to wear it every day. Totally wear it if you want to go out or you just feel like looking nice. It's not like you can't wear makeup, but if you let your skin have more time to breathe, the quicker it's going to work. So just make sure you find a foundation that doesn't break you out, and a nice moisturizing one, which I find the Too Faced Born This Way foundation is really good for moisturizing and really dry skin. Or if you have a little bit less money to spend, the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous line is amazing, amazing for dry skin. So one of those two are really, really good. But everyone's skin is going to react differently to Epiduo, and it's going to take longer or shorter amount of time for it to work. So if you have any tips and suggestions, you can leave in the comments because I'm sure it'll be really helpful for other people. As for me, I'm still using it. I still use it every night, especially around my period. I really break out a lot, and it really helps to reduce that quickly. So that is my little Epiduo and skin story. Not really, it's just my little Epiduo story, really. So I hope this video helps some of you guys out, and if you have any questions or anything, leave them below, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye!
Downtown we let it go, sunset high and our bodies low, blood rush in a hazy glow.